Opening day. Baseball is here every day. Welcome to the Talkin Yanks pregame show. My name's Jomboy. I got Talkin Jake with me. And this is going to be one of many pregame shows that live on the website. So find us here. I am excited. Lineups are out. Things are moving. Jake, you wake up with a ball of excitement in your stomach today?
Jimmy, happy opening day.
Happy opening day. I told Katie, I said, did you get me a present for opening day? She said no.
Did you get her a present?
I gave her a hug.
Oh, yikes. That's strike one right there. Yeah, man. It's game day. I'll say this. I think, after seeing this Orioles lineup, I'm a little shook,
Let's jump right into lineups. We'll do the Yankees first and then the Orioles. Yankees, it's what a lot of people expected. Boone gave a ton of hints along the way. Brett Gardner in center field, replacing Hicks in center. Aaron Judge batting second in right field. Left field, Stanton batting third. Voit with the DH spot and the 4-hole. Voit hitting cleanup for the New York Yankees. Andujar after Voit, then Gary. Bird batting seventh. Glaber eighth. Tulo ninth. Tank on the bump. We'll get to that, but first, here's some familiar faces for you over in Baltimore land. Mullins, Smith Jr., Villar.
Cedric the Entertainer leading off.
Cedric the Entertainer. Villar batting third. Mancini batting fourth. Ruiz, Rickard. Chris Davis batting seventh. Sucre catching and batting eighth. And Martin playing short. Cashner is the pitcher. That's a mess of a lineup.
Yeah.
Our buddy that covers the Orioles just tweeted out that Hyde, the manager of the Orioles, said his best four hitters were going to hit in the top four spots, and Chris Davis is batting seventh.
Oh, yeah. Chris Davis is awful. That's internationally known now. It's known on the Orioles. He would be my Orioles what to watch for almost, because when Chris Davis gets a hit or gets on base, it's really deflating.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, it's true. Like, even if you're a baseball guy or if you're into the stats part of it, like, statistically, this guy ain't supposed to get on base, especially if he gets, like, a hit. But, I mean, these are this year's Orioles, folks. Mullins is a young player who's got a chance to be decent. Same with Villar. Mancini, we've seen him around for a little bit. But, I mean, a team in a different league than what the Yankees should be.
Well, with a different goal.
Very different. Well, no, Orioles are trying to win it all this year.
Actually, I think they, for real, aren't.
No, they haven't said that because you can't say that.
Can't say that, but I don't.
Someone in Vegas plays to bet on them to win. If they do, it's big money. You gotta take a chance. Got to
take a chance. We got Cashner pitching for the Orioles. It was supposed to be Cobb, but he got injured. So Cashner steps up. They got Cashner last year. And up until last year, Cashner kind of was a Yankee killer. He didn't have a lot of starts. Had one start in 2013, one start in 2016, and one start in 2017. So 3 starts over years, but whatever. There was a game, if anyone remembers, from the 2017 season when the Yankees were trying to get back on track. They ended up beating the Texas Rangers. Austin Romine came up with like a clutch pinch hit at bat, actually. But Cashner shut us down in a time when we were really trying to win at the end of 2017. And he had 3 like dominant starts versus the Yankees. Now, last year, completely different story. Last year, Andrew Cashner had 4 starts versus the Yankees to a 4.3 ERA. And, there's 3 good starts in there. There's a 7 innings, 3 earned runs, a 6 innings, 3 earned runs, a 6 innings, 1 earned run, and there's 1 bad start where he gave up 5 earned runs. But he's pretty decent against the Yankees. So
or good start for us, depending how you look at it.
What's that?
The one we beat him up, you said it was a bad start. I was saying that's a good start for us.
Good start for us, bad start for him. But I'm saying every time the Yankees face Cashner, every time, I'll see a tweet like, fucking making Cashner looking like Verlander out there.
Yeah.
He's that guy. If there's a guy that put that term, everyone likes to say that, why are we making this scrub look like Verlander? Cashner gets it the most. He's pretty good against the Yanks. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think it's maybe because it's more frustrating. I mean, when you see him on Baltimore or Texas when they were bad, he's a guy. He's definitely come down. He's a guy with a career 4.02 ERA. In the past 3 years, his ERA is 4.58. He's kind of on the decline. He's 32. This is his age 32 season. He was 4-15 last year with a 5.29 ERA. So yeah, Jim, Yankee fans are going to be frustrated if Andrew Cashner gives them a game.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, expect that. Well, at this point,
Okay.
you should expect it because he's given us a lot of games. Only one bad one in his last 7 starts versus the Yankees.
Yankee fans will never expect it, babe.
Yeah, well. Not a lot of these Yankees have a lot of at-bats. The only people with double-digit at-bats in the lineup, Gardner, Judge, Bird, Glaber, and Tulowitzki. But Tulowitzki hasn't faced him in a long time. And none of the stats are worthwhile. And when we do, I'm going to give you batter versus pitcher stats on the show because I find them interesting, but you can't put too much stock into them. But I do find that it would have to be overwhelming.
Yeah, it depends. I think that's why you like batter versus pitcher. When you find the right one, you can put stock into it, and that's pretty cool. But I mean, Stanton, 2 for 19. That jumps off the page a little bit.
Yeah, and Will, who does our series write-ups, said that. Like, let's watch Stanton because 2 for 19 versus Cashner. So we'll see. But Stanton, 2 home runs last opening day. Oh, I don't know if I'm 2 homers. Bird and Judge are the only players that have homered off Cashner in this lineup.
Sure.
That's good stuff. All right, on the Orioles side of things, let's see. We got Tank going for us, who has a terrible track record on opening days.
Yeah.
Did you know
it'll be
that?
Interesting to see what Tanaka's out there.
Tanaka has started 3 opening days for the Yankees. I think he has like a 7+ ERA or 6+ ERA, and he's 0-3. Not great, Tank.
Not great. Not ideal.
Not ideal. Let's change that narrative today. I mean, this Orioles lineup, only 2 Orioles have more than 7 at-bats versus Tanaka. It's Mancini and Chris Davis, and neither of them have good numbers. Mancini's 3 for 14, Chris Davis 7 for 31. Both have hit a homer off him, though.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, what we're always watching for Tanaka. Let's be honest, the gopher ball. You don't see a lot of innings where Tanaka gets dinked and dunked for, 3-4 runs. It's normally he gives up the big one. So it's, we'll see. We'll see how the ball's traveling early in this Yankee Stadium season.
Well,
I mean, I made fun of Chris Davis before, but Mancini and Davis are kind of the guys that are known for power in their lineup. So when they're up, if he can dodge them for the gopher balls, he's probably okay with the other guys.
Yeah. Tanaka had 3 starts versus the Orioles last year. None damning, but none great. He had a 4.14 ERA. His best start was 6 innings pitched, 0 earned runs. There's one he didn't make it out of the 5th, one he didn't make it out of 6, 3 earned runs. Tanaka doesn't have the best stats going into this game. And I love Tanaka. I got socks of him right there.
Right.
And I'm excited as hell for him. I hope that he comes up with a big game, but you'd expect gaudier numbers versus the Orioles in his last 2 seasons. No, they're not there.
Yeah, and it almost gets unfair at a certain point, and I'll talk about this a little more in a bit, but we almost expect everyone to have the best numbers against the Orioles because they're terrible, and that's just like not how it works. So yeah, I mean, for Tanaka, with the seasons we've seen him had the really bad first half and then the great second half. We've seen him come alive at the whole second half. So I know, you're one of the biggest Tank guys out there. We want to see if he can put it together for a whole season and return to one of those 3 flat ERA seasons. I mean, it's opening day. We just want to see him out there it's probably going to be 5 and fly.
Oh, it's going to be 5 and fly. It's
Yeah.
going to be that they've done that for the last couple of years. The first time through the rotation, 5 and fly. All right, Jake, let's move on to your what to watch for. Minute on the clock. What do you want people focusing? What are you focusing on today's game?
So my what to watch for today, Jim, is the guy you mentioned, Giancarlo Stanton, and not because he had the 2 home runs on opening day last year, but it was actually kind of what I was just talking about. Giancarlo Stanton has his worst numbers against any baseball team against the Baltimore Orioles. And I know just what I said, that sounds insane. You'd think everyone on our team would bully up on the Orioles. Not Big G. His lowest OPS against any opponent, 547 against the Orioles, and over in 100 at-bats, 100 on the nose. Bats 180, 287. We know Judge kills the Orioles. Luke Voit, he's adroit. He had a big year last year against the Orioles. I want to see Giancarlo Stanton put something together. I mean, you do the law of averages. You can bring the opening day thing in, but Giancarlo Stanton is too good to have his worst OPS against the Baltimore Orioles. So I'm watching Big G Unit, and, you know, there's a bunch of G Unit MVP stands out there this year, so I'll feed the beast on them.
All right. My what to watch for is just turn that coin over. It's a guy who absolutely fucking dominates the Baltimore Orioles, Aaron Judge. He is the Yankees. He is this team right now. I have a lot of things to say right here. First, his numbers versus the Orioles are the gaudy numbers that you're looking for. 13 home runs in 38 games, 326 batting average, 473 on base percentage, Jake. 473 on base percentage versus the Orioles, 1.17 OPS. Insane. Crushes the Orioles, destroys them. He had a great spring training. He changed his approach. He is locked in right now. Like, if spring training does translate, then he was locked in. He's going to be locked in. I'm watching Judge's first at-bat, Jake. I'm not guaranteeing a home run, but I think it's like a 50-50 shot in my brain, which is way higher than a home run should be. The first at-bat in the wild card game, when we needed it, he was there. I just feel like he's so locked in. The moment can't get bigger than him. He's the one guy that might be bigger than opening day. And Aaron Judge at-bat is always special. Opening day is only one day.
50-50 on a first at-bat home run. You're pretty sick, Chubbs.
I'm just saying, I expect Judge to come to task when the brightest lights are on. And everything, the Orioles, his spring training being locked in, loving the big moment. I'm just saying, I won't be shocked. I won't be shocked.
Okay.
And that leads right into a section of this show that we're going to try and do called Homer Draft.
Homer Draft.
Homer Draft, me versus Jake. We want to involve you guys at some point, some way into this in the future. But right now, how we have it is for the week. So the next two series, Jake and I are going to pick two players each. We can't pick the same guy twice over the course of the week. 6 games to hit a home run.
We're starting at midweek. I kind of want to start it on Sunday.
Well, I think it be doing series would make the most sense, right?
Yeah, but that's too tight. That's like 3 games.
Well, there's 6 games. We'll do 2 series.
Right, but I'm saying a week, Sunday to Sunday, will be a lot easier for us. I think we should do an annotated week this week.
All right, we'll do a shortened week, just the Orioles series.
You got it.
Okay, well, I'm going first because I just decided that I'm going first, and I'm choosing Aaron Judge because what I just said. Because if you stole him from me after I gave that spiel, would have been mean, so I'm just going to take him.
Well, you're a fool because I had to take Giancarlo for the spiel I just gave. And then I'm just going to take a chance on my boy Andujar. I think I've now, you see these kind of waves come over me where we underappreciate guys. Andujar was so good. And we just, when this lineup came out, what did your eyes jump to? You obviously look for Judge and Stanton. You look to see where Voit is. You look to see where Gary and Bird are because they're coming off disappointing seasons. You're interested in Glaber. Andujar, you don't even think about it. If Andujar was batting 3rd, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, we wouldn't really care. We'd just be like, there's Andujar. He's going to rake there. We don't worry about the lineup at all. I think we're overlooking this guy because we get excited about the other stuff. Give me Dew.
I am going to take one of the first basemen today.
Ooh.
The competition has been so tit for tat, every other game, home run from one of those two. I'm going to go with Bird for now, but I mean, it could be Voit as well. I wish I could just say one of Voit or Bird, but I'm going to go Bird for now. That's my pick. I have Judge and Bird. You have Stanton and do Homer Draft. All right. We have 5 minutes left in our allotted 20-minute time slot. So there's 2 things I wanted to say, Jake, real quick, and then you can say your odds it ends as well. Voit batting cleanup is awesome for him. I don't care about batting order personally. Like, I don't put too much stock into it. But I remember hearing Hicks saying that last year when he was batting 3-hole for the Yankees, it was like, I'm batting 3-hole for the Yankees. Like, this prestige. Voit started last year in AAA and seemed like he was bound to be stuck in AAA forever. He is now the opening day cleanup hitter for the New York Yankees. Doesn't mean much to me because I don't care about batting average or I don't care about batting order. But for him, this has to be such a special, special feeling. And for his parents and his family, just to say cleanup hitter, like, there's prestige around those words. So I'm very happy for Voit that he has this going on today. That's one note. My other note is my second what to watch for was kind of Tulo in a curious way. What's his intensity level going to be like? Is he going to be swinging for the fences to shut up the haters, or is he going to be playing it smooth and calm? I don't know. Do you have any final notes before we end this?
Just touching upon Voit, this is his first opening day.
That's crazy.
He's never been on an opening day roster, and he's batting cleanup for the Yankees.
That is so crazy.
So pretty bizarre, man. I just want to see baseball. We have all these obviously opinions from last year in the offseason and spring training. I mean, this is what matters. We're not gonna look back and care, you know, how dominant Judge was in spring training if he's not that dominant during the season. So let's see these guys play ball.
Let's go. Do we have an ending to the show? We just say play ball?
You had it.
Play ball.